what's going to happen next week, next month, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whenever it is that you want it. But it really doesn't matter. I went through a crisis this week with my dog, who almost passed away, but he's fine. And he ended up in the hospital, and anyway, it's a long story. But it was so interesting to me because that's the only thing that mattered to me. The only thing that mattered was my dog, my family, the people that love me, the people that I love. That was it. There was nothing else. There was nothing else. And I know that there's horrible things happening in the world, and I know that there's so many things, but I just kept thinking, this is my world, and if we can have the love here, then if everybody did that, how different would the world be if we didn't worry so much about what other people are doing, but worry about what you are doing and what you believe and how you love. Because in the end, that's all that matters, is how well you loved. Because, yeah, and so many times, and we hear this all the time, people on their deathbeds, you know, they say, I wish I had loved more, or I wish I had told so-and-so that I had loved them, or anything like that. And you don't take any monetary things or anything like that with you, do you? You only take, and the things that you remember about the other person is, how did that person make me feel? That's all you remember. So it's up to us to make sure that we're in that zone where we can accept love and that we can give love. And it's really important to be able to accept it, because we know a lot of people, and probably we're all here, you know, because we're all like-minded people, and we're givers. We like to give, we like to make people feel good, we like to do things for other people, and all that. And then somebody does that for you, and you're going, oh, well, you know, thanks, but you have to learn how to accept, right? If somebody says, Sandy, you look fabulous today, it's, oh yeah, but, you know, whatever. No, say thank you. You know, thank you. So, I mean, that's definitely something that we can begin to do if we don't do it already. But it's just the idea that life is so important. And, you know, I know there's a book that is called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Absolutely. And the other thing that I learned recently, and actually I remember it because I had learned it before, was Byron Katie. How many people know Byron Katie? Byron Katie is, I guess she's this kind of a spiritual, new age type writer and teacher. And she says there's only 3 types of business. There's your business, his business or her business, and God's business. That's it. So if you are in her business or his business, which means that you are judgmental or you're thinking about what they're doing, who is in your business? Nobody, right? So it's important to take care of your business and be the best that you can be. How many agree with me? How many of you think that's the easiest thing to do in the world? Yay, Josephine! Gold star. Yeah, I mean, we think about it and we might, you know, but do we always do it? Not always, but we can try, right? We can try. That's all we can do. There's a teacher that is quite famous right now. His name is Brendon Burchard, and his thing was that he almost died too. And he said that the thing that came to mind was, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? So those are good questions, right? And so every day you can begin with that question and see. And the person that you need to matter to is yourself, first and foremost. And then you can give to others. Does that make sense? I thought that the song Imagine was very appropriate. And it's because it's the way that I like to see things, to imagine how they can be, where there is peace in the world, and where there is love, and where there is no boundaries, where there is no religion, where there is just love. So my message to you and to take away is love as much as you can. And when you find yourself in a position where you're not feeling that love, like if somebody's really made you mad, then go to the love. Go to the love and say, you know, what is it that I love about that person? And what is it that's up with that person that I have that reaction, right? what's happening in their life, and we might be really angry at them because they've said something mean or whatever, but we have to have compassion, and compassion for what they're going through at the time. It doesn't mean that you have, free reign on being mean or anything like that, but always take the other person into consideration as well. So, because it is the beginning of the year, and we do look back, it is a good opportunity to see what we've been through and what we'd like to improve. Panache Desai says that we're perfect just the way we are, and there's nothing to improve. As humans with an ego, we always think, yeah, I could do better, right? I could do better at that. And it is helpful because, life is so busy. Do you find that life is busy right now? It's just like so much stuff is going on, and it's just like you're going here and there, and you don't have time to get to the next appointment, or you have this to do. So where is the enjoyment? It's really hard to enjoy life if you're constantly running and constantly behind. You can't do this, you can't get that done because you've got way too many things to do. So I want to bring back to the way that you think and to feel what the enjoyment is. So if you're doing something like being here today, what is it that you love about being here today? Is it about being with other people that are like-minded people? Is it about, having a chance to just be with yourself, which we will do an exercise in a minute where you can just go through the wheel of life and say, okay, so what's happening in all these different areas of my life? Where do I put myself? Am I paying attention to my spiritual life? Am I paying attention to am I too into my financial life? Do I just live to make money? What is it? Where's the balance? So that's what I want you to sort of look at when you're doing the exercises. Like, where's the balance? And maybe some of you are totally balanced and great. We want to hear. We want to hear how you do that. Because we're all striving for it. At least I am. I don't know about you. So I thought we would take our exercise and hand it out. And we'll take a few minutes, and we've got some instructions on there. Just take a look at the wheel, and there's all different areas.